Welcome to the Deerwood Realty YouTube channel. I'm John Schink. You know, what I've been saying for a while now is the affordability situation is so bad, you're starting to see people do things that are not always like the best thing, but they're doing it to get by. So we had an article about a week ago about people cohabitating, right? So you start living with your aunt, or you start living with your grandparents, or you get like 3 friends together and you buy a house because you can't afford a mortgage. Well, one of the more ugly things that's now reared its head that I just can't stand is we've now returned to this certain financing instrument that I just find to be not great for the average family, the average couple, the average person that's looking to buy a house. But I understand what's going on here. And so let's get to it. It says the adjustable rate mortgage demand hits the highest level in nearly a year as interest rates continue to climb. Well, now that's not great, right? Some people, I mean, boy, in 2005, 2006, you get that adjustable rate mortgage, and if anyone says it's bad, you tell them they're an idiot. That's the way it was. And gosh, I still wake up at night and just, the adjustable rate mortgage, such a bad idea. I mean, that's just my opinion, but let's get to it. I mean, I understand we got to have affordability, right? We have to be able to get into this house. And if we can't do it, any other way, we're going to have to use an adjustable rate mortgage. It's terrible. It's terrible. And you should be quite upset with everyone that's involved in this, this inflation of housing prices and the lack of affordability. Here we go. It says mortgage demand has essentially stalled at the slowest pace since 1995 as mortgage interest rates continue to rise. I graduated from high school in 1995, and that was a long time ago. It says one type of mortgage, however, is seeing new life. The adjustable rate mortgage share of total demand hit 9.5%, the highest level in nearly a year. ARMs or ARMs offer slightly lower rates, and that's just it. I mean, we were looking at ARMs a year ago, and I was talking to my mortgage people, and I said, hey, well, they would tell me, hey, we could do an adjustable rate mortgage, and then I'd say, well, what's the difference? What's the percentage difference? And they're like, oh, it's not that much. It's not really worth doing. So then now, let's just see here. I didn't put it in there, but it says it's around 7.9 to 7.7 percent, whereas a 5-1 5 years reset is 6.99 percent. So, like, it's not that much, right? It's not that much, and so anyway, it's just It says applications to refinance a home loan increased 2% from the previous week and were 8% lower than the same week 1 year ago. That's the annual comparison is shrinking because refinancing crashed just over a year ago when mortgage rates first started to rise sharply. That's a kind of important thing. So let's look at this a little bit slower. The annual comparison is shrinking because refinancing crashed just over a year ago when mortgage rates started to rise sharply. But we have seen, I did see that article where there was an increase in refinancing. And I talked to my lender just yesterday, and he said, we don't talk in the same circles or something, because he'll bring me stuff and it's just like, anyway, he said, hey, John, I just got a refinance for someone. And I was like, tell me more. Now, he said, yeah, they're having a little trouble making their payments. They've got a lot of credit card debt, and they've got an auto loan, and they're just trying to roll that up into their mortgage. And he said, I think I saved them $800 a month. And it's like, this is what we talked about maybe 2 weeks ago. People refinancing at stupid high rates because they're running out of money. It's not a good thing, right? That's not a good reason. So it says refinances now make up less than a third of total application activity. Just 2 years ago, when rates were hovering around record lows, they made up 2/3 of mortgage demand. And this is really the reason why we're seeing this freezing in the housing market, right? Everyone refinanced. Now house prices kept going up. Now no one wants to sell their house because they've got a great rate on it. It says applications for a mortgage to purchase a home fell 2% for the week and were 22% lower than the same week 1 year ago. Now look, both on the applications for a mortgage, I was talking to my friend and he said, hey, like I don't even pay attention, really. Like my daily thing is not like how many applications did I get in, and I can kind of see that. I have buyers that I send to lenders, and it takes like maybe an hour for them to figure out if we can go buy a house. It doesn't take that long. So I wouldn't worry about the applications. The affordability is what's killing things. That's 100% what the problem says. Buyers right now are not only contending with higher mortgage rates, but also with bare minimum supply. Real estate agents report the market for existing homes is essentially frozen even before winter hits. I like what they did there with the even before winter hits and frozen. That's the type of writing that I'm not able to do. But look, I've always thought there was this weird thing in Google where, if you want to search for something, right? If you want an answer to be true, you frame the question so that Google makes it true. So in this case, like let's say you're a home buyer and you're like, I really need to buy a home. I'm getting married. I'm having a child. Something's going on. I just, maybe right now I got a raise at work, not happening. Not a reason to buy a house right now. But anyway, you go and you say, I would like to get a mortgage, and the lender that you have spoken to said, hey, have you thought about an adjustable rate mortgage? And you're like, no, I really haven't. And so the lender's like, hey, this might be an option for you. And so you go to Google and you type, how great are adjustable rate mortgages, right? So, or should I get, you probably wouldn't type, should I get an adjustable rate mortgage? Because that would be a little bit less than what you're wanting, right? You want it to say, yes, it's a good idea. And that's what concerns me about the adjustable rate mortgage. What do so here's what you're thinking. If you get an adjustable rate mortgage right now, you're assuming that within the next 5 years, you're going to be able to refinance. But not only that, you're going to be able to refinance because the house price has either stayed the same or hasn't gone down. Because if it goes down, you're not refinancing that thing. You're in a bad spot. And that's what happened in 2005, 2006. Adjustable rate mortgage is the smartest thing in the world. Smartest guys in the world's getting them. All of a sudden, 2009, foreclosure. So let's go over just real quick. This is my thing. If you want to go buy a house, okay, 30-year fixed, don't use creative financing. Creative financing is a way to get you in a terrible amount of problems at some point in time, and it's not worth it. If you cannot afford to buy a house with conventional financing, that is a 30-year fixed, okay? Don't buy. Don't. And I'm telling you that, look, does it hurt my business? No, because you weren't going to use me anyway. But it's just one of those things that as I've been in the business long enough, look, I'm just trying to help. There's thousands and thousands of creative financing, and it still doesn't ever come close to the simple 30-year fixed rate mortgage. With that, I'm going to head on out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.